some music right off the bat.
We're going to have a little
Hell
fun
yeah.
here. Holmes, ask us a question.
Okay. We're starting off with a little trivia to see who hosts the show.
Okay.
They're all going to be Holmes based.
That's good. That's what we want.
Okay. First question. What was Holmes's first tattoo and what? Frank hit his buzzer first.
Gears of War tattoo on the calf.
That is incorrect.
So do I get a shot?
Yes.
Gecko on the back of the neck?
Incorrect.
No way.
Do I have to guess?
You have to guess, yeah.
Can we open up for round 2 of guessing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you guys all get this one wrong.
Okay.
It actually was an upside down peace sign, Trash Talk logo on the back of my left ankle, and Roy did it. It was a stick and poke. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that was first.
No one won that round. Second question. What was the make of Holmes's first car? Yes, Frank.
It was a blue Saturn.
Correct.
All right, take it away.
All right. It's
Take it away, Frank.
It's Frank. I'm here with K-Mac. I'm here with Johnny Vega.
K-Mac,
I'm here with... I'm going to keep K-Mac alive as long as I can.
Everyone Monday night was like, K-Mac! I bowled very well, though.
Yeah, you did bowl very well. We got
Good job,
Holmes
man.
here in the corner as
Johnny
usual.
Blast.
And as you can see, Kevin, K-Mac, and Frank have held up our end of the bargain.
Yes, very special edition of the show today.
Yes.
Paying up on your dues.
Yes, the cock shirt fits very well.
Here. Cocktails. To
I
be,
have a
to
question
be
about
exact.
your shirt, actually.
Yeah, please.
After the show, are you keeping it, framing it? What are you doing with it?
Well, to be fair, you bought it. Would you
Yeah.
like to return it after I wear it?
I think we should have a small little dumpster fire with both of the
I
t-shirts.
think I should sign this, and you should sign yours, and we should switch.
I like that idea.
No, I think you guys should put them on eBay, or maybe we'll do
Oh,
a
you know-
giveaway.
Oh, giveaways.
There's somebody that's gonna want those
Yeah,
shirts
so-
out there.
If anybody actually emails us and requests them, we'll send them to you. If you don't, which you
Sick.
probably
Signed.
yeah. If you don't, which you probably won't,
All right.
we can get them framed and have them in our new
I like
setup.
that.
If you would like these shirts with genuine Frank and Lil Kev scent on them, please email us. poortimingpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at poortimingpodcast. Thank you, John. We're fucking nailing this shit.
You guys
brother.
are so in sync; it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bye, bye,
We're holding
bye.
it all together, baby.
A lot of this had to do with the fact that you both picked in the marry, fuck, kill that you'd fuck each other.
True.
Yeah.
You did. So,
Yeah, of course.
so this is when you have sex with each other, you develop that sort of sixth sense.
Dicky.
I didn't see that coming, Holmes. Genius.
We're really getting there. You said it, that one.
Yeah, I would actually like to know what's been used the most.
Definitely sticky.
The buzzer one.
The
True.
buzzer one, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean this?
Yes.
Cool.
Got it. All right, I think we're ready to put 10 up on the clock here, Holmes.
Sure.
Okay. 10 minutes starting now.
10 on the clock. Kevin, you want to take it away?
Sure. I'm going to lean hard into my t-shirt today and talk about one of my deep passions, which is fishing.
Let's
Oh
go.
my God, I'm so
I
pumped.
know you guys are very excited
Yes.
about this.
The viewers
We all,
at home.
everybody's excited about
Yeah,
it.
how
So,
could you not be?
Yeah. I just want to go over what my equipment is first. So I'm taking out a Brooklyn kayak. It is a BA 220. Holmes is going to pull it up on the screen here.
So
you
you
know what it
fish-
looks like.
So you fish on water strictly? You're not a shore guy?
Earlier in the spring, I'm hitting the shore.
Got
As
it.
it starts to get warmer, I'm hitting the water.
Got it.
When you're in your kayak and you're going by, thank you, Holmes. When you are in your kayak and you're going past people who are fishing from the shore, do you look at them like, you guys look like fucking idiots right now?
Fucking morons. You're never going to catch these fish out here. dog.
Yes, you
I'm-
have an
I'm-
edge.
Look
I
at
do.
all
I'm-
these
I'm going-
fucking pictures you want to get to.
This right here,
Oh,
this
wow.
is what I'm fishing off of. This is a
Wow.
11 and a half foot beast right
So
here.
that's
That looks
that's a
military
one
grade.
person boat.
One person, yep.
Yeah.
Military
Stable enough
grade,
to
one
stand.
person.
So you're going out solo a lot.
Oh, yeah. Mostly solo. I
He's
don't
a
like
lone
to
wolf,
tandem
baby.
fish, really.
Got ya.
Unless there's someone guiding me. Shout out to Chris Baker.
Got
But for my rods and reels, my Daiwa Exceller 2500 reel on a medium moderate rod.
How many feet of line is that?
It's probably going to be 300 yards.
Jesus, what the fuck gets 300 yards away?
Nothing. You just have
Got
it
it.
for drag in
Got
case you get a monster on there. You know,
Okay,
some
got
drag
it.
out.
Yeah. In case you get a beast.
Yeah,
case
for
you
my
get a monster
larger
cock.
rod, we're getting a medium heavy action
Ooh.
with a.
You got a medium heavy rod?
Oh yeah, it's a little heavy.
How
I
much?
figured
How
it was
much
pretty heavy.
bend does that have in it? Will it look like it's fucking a
And
full U shape?
does it bend to the left, to the right?
It's mostly
all.
it's straight
Got ya.
when it's firm.
Lucky.
Yes. But to answer your question, that's where the moderate and fast action comes into play.
Got
The
ya.
faster it is, the more at the tip it bends. The moderate is, the lower in the rod it bends.
Sure.
That's on a
So much room for dick jokes. Keep going.
Shimano
I fit one in there.
DC baitcaster reel on that. And now these are my favorite baits that I'm going to pull up. The first one is going to be a straight worm. I have one right here if you guys want to fuck with it.
I do. I wanna
Yeah,
touch
feel that fucker. It's nice.
I love him pulling out the fucking bait with the shirt and the hat. It's
It
great.
feels like a used condom.
It does feel like a
It
used
feels
condom.
like a used condom.
For people
Yeah.
just listening, Johnny, what does that feel like?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
It looks like something I'd want to eat.
Is that what a worm feels like? If you pick up I haven't
know.
picked up a
Very
worm
similar.
since I was fucking 1.
It feels like there's gonna be something left on my hands after
There
I
is.
touch
Yeah,
it. It's a little oily or
There's,
something.
yes. So that's going to be a straight tail worm.
Wait, let me
rig
see
it-
that again. So you put this, you just pick a spot and put the hook through it?
I
or-
do it right behind the egg sac.
Okay, got it. But there's not like they don't make them with like designed spots for it?
Some there are, some there aren't.
Got
Depends how you're going to rig it.
So what's
I'll rig.
this hole?
That's when you Texas rig it. You put the hook through the front, weasel it back in, and the hook hides right in there.
So
it
there
doesn't
are
get
different
snagged on it.
hook.
Yeah, you
Josh.
hear the name he
Could
just
you
had
pull
for that
up
one?
the next
What
worm?
is that?
That's
Job?
a wacky rig.
Okay.
So that's just the normal for that.
Wacky rig. Got it.
And then the next worm here is going to be where the hook hides inside the worm that I was telling you about.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yep.
Now, what kind of monster are you catching with some of these bad boys?
I'm pulling in pickerel, largemouth bass. Sometimes I'll get a large perch on it, some trout.
And that's with any of I guess that has to do with where you're fishing, right?
It's mainly what I'm targeting. I'm going for largemouth bass.
Damn, I didn't know you. Well, I guess. Yeah, I didn't. Fuck. I didn't know you could target fish.
Are
Yeah.
you calling them out like you're in the boat? Like, hey, I'm looking for largemouth, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Like,
I got
you
$5
yell out, and, yeah.
Any largemouth bass,
Any-
I got $5 for you.
You usually make fun of the one with the smallest mouth.
Sure.
They need to compensate and grab. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yes.
And the ones with the big mouth, you take them and you face fuck them. Yo, why don't the
What
lures
is
have
the
hooks in
best
them?
feeling fish?
Because you put separate hooks.
Okay.
Some have
Wait,
built-in,
what's
that's
that one?
Okay, go to the next one. This is going to be a
Jesus.
craw/beaver style bait. So this is to imitate craw, like a crawfish sitting
Sure,
upward
yeah.
like that. Or you can rig it sideways and it looks like a fish.
Are fish that fucking stupid?
Yes,
Damn, Kevin, these pictures you sent me, the qualities.
it's great.
Yeah.
Wow, well, look at this.
Yeah.
This looks just like that.
And you use different ones for different types of ways of fishing. Like this will be again structure. You want
Sure.
to drop it straight down, and
It's
the
rib-
tails will kick. And
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Oh wow!
speaking of orifices, largemouth bass do have the largest.
Yeah, sure.
Largest
And
orifice.
that's what you really want to know when you're.
Nice. And do these get in the way of the orifice? Do you got to dehook it before you penetrate?
Yeah, are you
No,
are you
I-
getting this bait back after the catch?
Usually, sometimes they'll spit it out, and then now I'm littering into the lake, which is my favorite part.
Right, sure.
So what does one of these cost you? $35 a piece.
Well, I was gonna send another picture, but I got a huge deal. I got like 25 bags of these for 75 cents. at Walmart.
What the
Yeah, dude.
fuck?
And the next one is
Wow.
long fish,
Oh, I want to see that.
and you can rig them weedless or
So you rig those together?
no. These are two separate ones, two different styles.
Okay.
This one smells like fish. If you want to,
I
this one's a normal.
don't. Okay,
oil one.
give him the fish one.
I don't want to I don't want this shit. The number one thing that I don't like about fishing is the smell.
Okay, we can move on.
Why does
to-
this
I'm
one
not a
have
fishy- I'm not
this
a
one just
fish
for
guy.
you can't see at home? This one has a legitimate dickhead. It's like a legitimate pee hole
And
dickhead.
have you ever had a problem getting one of these out of your ass? Like, have you ever got one stuck?
Yes.
When the hook's
and
in
it
it.
hurts.
Damn. Because I feel like, like
The kayak comes with a preset screw, like a corkscrew, and you screw whatever bait you want onto
That
it, and
one's
then you
sick.
sit on it.
That one's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one's
this
pretty
one is
sick.
pretty cool.
I could see
like
myself as a non-fisherman just having one of those.
Yeah. I
Just
like this
around,
one.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. And
cool.
this is just a very sexual picture of me coming up next, Holmes.
Oh,
if you
I
could
wanna
pull
see
it
that.
up.
Please, please.
This is not my biggest,
This
but
is
it's
you out on the water?
This is me just grabbing one right from the fresh from the lake here,
Oh, my God.
That
Jesus
oozes
Christ.
sexuality.
right?
Yeah, that fish has a big mouth.
That's a wide mouth cock or whatever
It's
it's
a
called?
lot. It's a wide mouth cock. Yes.
Wow.
And the next one's my largest, which I'm
Why is
proud
its
of.
mouth open?
Because you're holding it open.
Okay, got it.
Jesus, all the
Was
female...
that thing... hold on. Before you get into this, was that thing alive while you were holding
Yes.
it?
I always release
Don't like
live.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
This is
That's-
also alive.
I'm
This
not
is
a
my
fan.
largest largemouth bass, 4.25 pounds.
Do you think he's embarrassed there?
I hope so.
It's like, fuck.
He's definitely going to be embarrassed after Kevin does what he wants to do with it.
Oh, true.
No, he's going to be ashamed.
All right, so
after
wait.
that.
That you carry that device tells you how much it weighs,
Yep.
and you carry that's in your rig, I assume.
That's in the backpack.
So that's
that
your biggest ever,
Yes.
like any fish.
No. Largemouth bass.
Okay, got you. And that's your specialty, though.
Saltwater
Yes.
fish are not usually as big as. I'm sorry. Freshwater fish are usually not as big as saltwater fish.
Correct.
They have smaller areas to swim in, so I think that makes perfect
Less
sense.
food. Yep.
All right, so
Any
this
questions?
is a big boy.
It's okay. Yes.
Okay,
For
got
this
it.
area, it's huge
Got
because
it. Where was
I'm-
this caught?
I'm not going to burn my own spot, but it's slightly south of Montauk Highway in Long Island.
I'm not
Okay.
going to burn my own fucking fishing spot, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Kevin's willing to put his social security number on the podcast.
Not
he will
burning
not tell you his fishing spot. Get the fuck out
Now,
of
is this
here.
a lake or is it like brackish? It leads to. Is it?
Oh, it's brackish for
This
sure.
is brackish. Yes.
Okay.
Baby, come on. It's Long Island.
That's right.
Brackish and choppy.
And I kind
Those
of
are the only two words that matter.
choppy
It's the
and
only ones I
brackish.
know.
Yeah. I kind of fuck myself too, though, because I like
With
freshwater
the
fishing.
fish?
Yes.
You
Yes.
okay.
Specifically the pickerel because they're long and skinny and slimy. They just go right in.
Have you ever hit like the pond of a golf course for fresh water?
I haven't because I don't want to fuck with their regulations or ruin anything. I
Got it.
respect the golf community.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I respect the golf community too much to take the fish out of their pond.
True. And I'm fucking myself. That's where I was going by freshwater fishing on one of the hottest spots to saltwater fish. You know what I mean? So
Right.
no bait shops have anything. It's all saltwater.
Where's your go-to bait shop?
Walmart, Amazon?
So you're not hitting the local bait shop.
No, I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to Dick's
Shout
Bait
out.
and Tackle on Neighborhood Road.
We know someone that worked there, right?
I don't know. It's just the bait and tackle shop that's been there my whole life.
Yeah, I think we know someone that works there.
Shout out to
Whoever-
Mastic Seafood.
Yeah, shout out to Mastic Seafood, and shout out to whoever it is I think I know that works at that bait shop. I don't know who you are, but I think I know you.
Sick.
All right.
I have a fishing question.
Yeah.
We some of us and our friends took a trip to Texas for a bachelor party. We had a lot of fun, and we went out on a boat. And our captain showed us a picture of he won a prize-winning. He caught a prize-winning goldfish.
Yes.
Now, what the fuck is that all about?
It's pretty much just the carp that's gold.
Okay, and he shot it. I'm pretty sure with a gun, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right because I think they get close to 100 pounds.
Fuck that.
So like,
Ridiculous.
he caught it with a hook and then shot it when it came to the boat.
I
To
don't.
gaff it, I guess.
yeah.
Like
I
a
don't
shark.
exactly remember the way it went, but it was awesome.
I have a fishing question as well. Have you ever fished with Holmes's father? Because he's a real bad person.
Yes, I have. I have. We didn't catch anything. And every time I go on your dad's
Karma.
boat, we're porgy fishing. I'm tired of
yeah,
porgy
I
fishing.
know. He's like, we're gonna go out for like
Stripers.
yeah, we're going for stripers for tuna, and he's like, yo, they're not out today. We're just
Some Long
gonna.
Island
Porgy
dad
fishing.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porgies, what the fuck?
And he's always like, I know I have a new secret spot, and it's just always right in front of the lighthouse. It's like, Dad, this is the spot we go to every time. It's not new.
This is
The Shinnecock Canal.
Yeah, this is the
For
Porgy
stripers.
Hotel right here.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
fun.
Starting
I-
the season, and I'm ready.
Yeah,
All right, good.
That was
I love
fun.
that. All
I
right,
think we got a lot done.
give me
there.
another 10 here, Holmes.
where we going? You want to go, Frank, or you want me to go?
I'm ready when you are. You're ready when you are. It doesn't matter.
Let's do mine first this time
Go for
because
it.
I feel like we'll have fun with yours. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about this week is music related. It's and I was hoping it would be a way that people who may not know each of us individually too great to get a sense of like who we are, maybe some of the influences that we grew up with, specifically music. I want to know what bands, what musicians, what music influenced you growing up at different ages, and what formed you today. What do you feel like still has a hold on you? What do you feel like influenced you aesthetically? What's some of your favorite stuff?
Yeah, if you've listened to us before, you know that for the most part, every single person at this table has either been involved in a band or some sort of hip hop venture. So we've all been there and done that, and I'm sure we've got things that have inspired us along the way. Kevin?
Well, I guess my journey starts as a kid, so anything my dad listened to, I'm going to call dad metal. So you have the early stuff like Pantera, Metallica. I mean, he showed me Bad Brains when I was young, and I had no idea what it was.
Very cool.
From like dad metal, I became into new metal. So you have like Korn and Slipknot. Yeah, those are super roots for me. My first conversation ever with Johnny actually was about Slipknot on the school bus. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
From there,
Slipknot still rocks.
Slipknot's sick. I fucking love it, regardless of what you think.
Yeah.
It takes 9 members to make a mediocre band.
I have never heard a Slipknot song.
That's
Man,
insane.
they're awesome.
From there, I guess I kind of went more pop punk emo in like middle school and stuff. So Blink-182 and Hawthorne Heights and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that directly follows suit into hardcore, which some of my favorite bands that kind of drove my angst to the next level. You have Ceremony, Trash Talk, With Honor is one of my favorite I've spoken about before.
I
and
love
then
With Honor.
From there, it's kind of just post-hardcore stuff. Light, singy, indie-ish.
So you were really only, in terms of hip-hop, an Eminem fan growing up?
Yes.
That's an awfully hot coffee spot.
It kind of was like
Perfect.
new metal, Eminem.
Yeah.
Those two things go hand in hand with each other.
Especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, it really, really went hand to hand together.
Yeah, the two most influential rappers for most people I grew up with were Eminem and Fred Durst. So,
Which is weird. But I will say my dad listened to a lot of good hip-hop, too. Wu-Tang Clan, Gravediggers, stuff like that.
yeah, Holmes, you got anything you want to add?
I mean, I was Limp Bizkit. I fucking love Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit. Well, growing up, it was Limp Bizkit, Pennywise, just shit like that. The Offspring was a big one, and then now it just evolved into anything that has a fucking crazy, awesome breakdown in it. So anything I could punch someone in the face to.
There's a lot of that out there.
Yeah, so for me, I personally think growing up, I really did not identify with my parents' musical choices at all. My mom was listening to shit that was like the Eagles or like, I guess at a certain time, fucking Creed, yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, thank you.
My Sacrifice is the fucking piss, bro. That's the best album.
I'm
fucking
convinced
always
Frank will just say
hated
he
Scott
loves
Stapp.
everything everyone hates.
No, it's great. Have you seen the videos of him playing poker? Like fucking
Oh,
shit.
God.
He's an American hero.
I do not fuck with that guy.
Let's go.
Yeah, I never, and like, I guess my dad was listening to like fucking Pink Floyd and whatever, like weird, like stoner kind of classic
I actually
rock.
find it weird that you don't like Pink Floyd.
I actually do like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
now
yeah.
as an older, like I'm not older, but like I'm grown more. I do like Pink Floyd actually. Some of their shit. As far as classic rock goes, it's the only thing I can stomach now.
Yeah, but you're a big. I guess you don't count Black Sabbath as classic rock, but you're a big
No.
Black Sabbath guy.
I do love Black Sabbath, but no, Black Sabbath for me was always just like a sick original metal band.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Yeah, I love Black Sabbath, but I also love like Master of Reality. Like I like old Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
I'm sure a lot of people do. But I felt like I was always searching for who I was through music. Like I felt like it was always going to come to me through music. And eventually my cousin came over and downloaded the entire CD of Papa Roach. And that was huge for me.
God, my life.
Yes. I was like, yo, and it was like the first thing that I was like, wait, this is edgy. Like, you know what I mean? This is
What's the singer to Papa Roach's
name?
Yeah.
Papa.
Papa. Yeah, I thought he was Papa Roach.
I just want to make it clear that Papa is a way better rapper than Eminem. Continue, Johnny.
and you know, these aren't things obviously I think are cool today, but it was pointing me in the right direction. I felt like of stuff that I needed to find, and then things like, I found Eminem also edgy, and I guess this pattern was kind of forming where I was like, oh shit, I like kind of like edgy, darker kind of shit. So I was loving Eminem, and then fucking Linkin Park came out. My mind was blown.
Yeah. Linkin Park was good.
Yeah, like it was so angsty, and it would hit me at the perfect time as a kid. And
R.I.P. Chester.
Yeah, no, for real though. Like, you know, it's you know, we can make fun of Linkin Park all we want, but I do. But I do give them credit for kind of leading me in the right direction a little bit, because then for me I was like, oh, I can easily transition to Slipknot, and then I thought Slipknot was sick, and then I started making friends in the world that introduced me to punk and hardcore music, and that's when I felt like I found a place, and I started getting super into bands with. Like, around high school, when I started meeting Frank and these guys, I would get into, like, Minor Threat. That was humongous for me. It was Minor Threat and Black Flag, and I was ultra influenced by the straight edge culture in a real way.
You were super into a band that gets lost in the weeds that I think is amazing. That is Outbreak.
Outbreak
I
is
loved
sick.
Outbreak. You know, at the time, there was a wave of hardcore called Posse Hardcore.
Yes.
Bands like Good Clean Fun. And it was all about, like, being positive and doing the right thing and being a vegetarian or whatever. Yeah. And actually, we loved that band. We loved those bands too, but
yes.
Outbreak was a direct answer in making something called negative hardcore. And every song was called, like, fuck you.
Suck my dick.
Not suck my dick, but, like, we fucking hate you. And,
You're fucking scum.
You're fucking scum. Like, and
AKA suck my dick.
yeah. And honestly, that changed us a lot. That fucking influence. We were like, this is the shit.
Outbreak is still Ashley's favorite hardcore band.
Well, it's so funny to me how fast
Fast.
Outbreak went from being cool to not being cool amongst the people we knew. It was such a lame thing.
I do think in scenes, things are like fleeting and then repeating.
Yeah.
So like Outbreak kind of came and went and maybe seemed bogus, but now I think like people from the era would listen to Outbreak now and be like, this shit is still pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I love Outbreak.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but at a time maybe they didn't seem like the coolest band.
But that's what I consider fun hardcore. Because you run back and forth, you have pileups to the ceiling.
See, when we started listening to that stuff, there was still it was pre what the internet is now and cell phones. So it was still a semblance of this actual hardcore community that was left over from the 90s and stuff, and it felt really real. Like you'd show up to a show and there was zines on the table and people were promoting with flyers still, and being a kid, they still took you in. You know, I remember being 13, 14 years old and showing up to a hardcore show and being welcomed and people wanting to protect you and get you into the scene, and that was one of my favorite things about hardcore, was that it was for young people who were lost and who were looking for something. They tried to take you in and teach you something, you know. And obviously Outbreak maybe isn't the best example, you know, of teaching you something through hardcore, but like
Taught me a lot.
Yeah, but honestly, bands like Minor Threat, you know, which is a very surface level hardcore band, started getting me more learning about hardcore, and eventually, my first hardcore show, that I was a kid that I didn't even really understand. I got to see, me and Kevin, we got to see Have Heart, which is such an important band to this day to me.
Who else played
a show?
Modern Life is War.
Caught Up.
Another Day.
Was it Another Day?
Verse didn't play that show?
No.
That's weird.
No, I don't think so. But it was at a place called Free Space in Ronkonkoma.
Sweatiest garage.
It was fucking awesome. If anybody knows what we're talking about, this is really niche, but so cool. And like I said, Have Heart's message and a lot of the messages of the songs that I were listening to were about having a strong mind and being who you are and not taking shit from people. It was also about being straight edge, but I felt, even though I was straight edge for years and I took it to heart, I felt like it was more about like having a mind of your own, making your own fucking decision about things and thinking it through and being strong-willed. And I personally try to hold those things to this day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That
totally.
like that was super influential to me. But I wrote a lot of this shit down, and I don't want to not mention it.
While you're looking that up, I was at the Have Heart Guns Up farewell show.
Yeah,
that
that's
was like
crazy.
one of the. It was in like PA or something. It was probably one of the best shows I ever.
Is that where you got
went to.
the hoodie?
Yes.
Yeah, you
That-
always
I
loved
have
Guns
a
Up.
Guns Up farewell hoodie that I let Frank's girlfriend at the time borrow, and they sell on eBay for like $500 now, and it's missing. I'll never see it
You
again.
owe me at least $500
Probably.
at a minimum.
So something I didn't mention that I would like to mention is the band Nirvana. You know, as whatever, you know, your opinion about Nirvana could be whatever it wants to be, but in the 90s they were always there, and even though maybe I didn't know exactly what was going on, it was so influential, even if it's just aesthetically so cool. And then later on I got so into all of their albums, and Nirvana to me is still a great band.
I agree
I've been
with
preaching Nirvana to you for a long time.
Nirvana
Yeah,
is fucking
I always liked Nirvana though.
next level.
But like even listening to like Insecticide, which I believe is like B-sides and stuff and older stuff,
It's
it's
like a compilation.
so good. All of their stuff is awesome, and I'm so glad. I still am a Nirvana fan.
Yeah, Kurt was a big songwriter for me. I did a lot of what he did in making things that weren't necessarily overly complicated but sounded good.
Yeah.
That was very important to
Huge.
me.
He's actually fuck. Keep talking. It'll come to my mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's a
About Kurt?
Yeah, it's a 2 or 3 chord progression song, and it makes like every song makers or creators top 3.
Yeah.
Simplest,
He's
but
that
got a
best.
doesn't
lot of
surprise
stuff
me at
like that.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to mention is a band called Paint It Black, which was another band that was super influential on me and would be because the singer of the band Paint It Black also, I mean, obviously people who know this stuff know, was the guitar player of Kid Dynamite, guitar player in Lifetime, which are all also bands that I loved. And I can go on and on with all those guys, but that was another thing that was really important to me.
I agree with you on Paint It Black.
Yeah, super.
Awesome shows.
Yeah, awesome shows, heavy music, fast music, but thoughtful, thought-provoking, and definitely in your face with everything they have to say. What about? I feel like we didn't get enough from Frank. What do you think,
Oh yeah,
Frank?
for me it was, my parents were important in my venture into music. My mother had introduced me to all Motown R&B, so I was so big into the Jackson 5 and the Temptations, and arguably my favorite artist of all time is Al Green, and those were super important to me. But she was super into like the 90s wave of R&B too, so you know, Genuine, Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, those were really important artists for me. And then my father was obviously a super classic rock guy, so growing up, Zeppelin was always my favorite band, and I loved Iron Butterfly and Grand Funk Railroad and stuff like that. So I didn't get, and the Ramones, he was big into the Ramones. So the Ramones were kind of my jump into getting along with kids that were super into punk music, and that's how that grew into me being a hardcore fan. And then I wasn't super into hardcore until I heard a band called Silent Majority. And
shout out to Long Island band Silent Majority is great.
That kind of changed the way I looked at it, because I no longer saw it as just, oh, it has to fit in this box. They were in like 9 different boxes. They were so cool. And that opened things up for me and made me realize that I could write music like that because they were so unique. And that was important to me.
I love Silent Majority, and one thing I would like to talk about is that I think that, through loving all of this music, it took us down a lot of paths, and one of the paths for me, and I'm sure for you guys too, was loving the music from the place that I was from, and really appreciating bands that I could see every weekend, like, the later on Silent Majority, there was Capital, the singer.
Yeah.
That was another thing that changed me. Getting to see Capital every weekend was fucking awesome.
Capital's a perfect band.
Yeah.
Signal Corpse is a great album.
Yeah,
Givers and Takers, great album.
Love that band. Love all those bands. And Crime in Stereo was another huge influence on me. A Long Island band, to me, a Long Island legend. Shout out to Long Island, man.
We addressed it when we had Mikey on the show, but there were also so many bands that were literally in our backyards and our basements. We loved those bands so much. Head Trauma we spoke about, the Frantics we spoke about, but we didn't get a chance probably enough to talk about I Dreamt the Sea and what those guys did. They had some really bitchin' stuff. Yeah, for sure. And those are our friends now. They're more of like a melodic hardcore. They always were melodic hardcore, and Jackie is a sick guitar player. She can play. I can't even explain 20 times better than me. She fucking
They're still a band,
Frankenstein's
though, right?
guitars.
They still play.
They're definitely still messing around.
Yeah, I saw
they're,
they had a music video come out recently.
they're really awesome musicians.
Yeah.
And
Cool dudes.
yeah, I mean, I know we don't exactly love to talk about the things that we've done, but I would love to shout out some of the projects that we've been involved with, such as The Artifact, which was
one of my favorite
yeah
hardcore style bands from our town.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah. The Artifact. Shout out to Send Flowers, Point Counterpoint. All everything that we've done to me is awesome, and it's all because of all the shit that we grew up listening to and the way all of our influences, right?
Hell yeah.
All right, that's
thank
a
you
good
for the
place
clock
to pick it up. Yeah, why not? That's going to bring us into a total gear switch here, which is the evolution of the English language. And I have some literature for you guys.
This will be fun, by the way.
But we won't get into reading this quite yet. This will be for later, but I'll hand it out anyway.
Thank you.
Take one, pass it down. How do you want to do it?
You take these, and then I've got two more for you, Johnny. Take that. And
now
Kevin, you take this.
Homework here.
Okay.
No homework. We're not going to get into that yet.
Is,
but tell me a little bit about some of the words you use that maybe your parents didn't use.
I mean, there's definitely obviously slangs and words and like that they don't use.
Right. Like my father still says, "Oh, that's a gas," and I still don't know what that means.
Yeah.
My uncles still use mint.
Mint. That's
Yeah.
good.
Mint.
We should bring mint back.
I like
is
mint.
Mint.
Yeah, mint
That's
is
fucking
good,
mint.
dude.
So
And the
fire.
The fire is a good one.
But that's more of a young people thing, right?
Yeah, but
I don't remember saying, "Oh, that's fire."
I know.
It
I would
bridges
say-
us
yeah,
to
we say
Yeah,
fire.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I do still call things dope, but that's like
Dope's
a leftover from the 80s.
It's funny, like when I think about my parents, the way they spoke, and the way that your kids will speak.
Oh my god.
Your kids will speak through emojis as opposed to.
Oh my god. Have you ever heard the kids who play Fortnite now?
No.
So fucking.
No
I'm
cap.
cracked. You're. I got him. He's one shot. You're cracked. I'm cracked. Get him. He's one shot. Your dog water.
Is
your
he-
dog water?
Is he
I'm
into
cracked.
Game
that
lingo,
stuff
I
yet?
feel
No,
like-
I know, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's how they talk when they go to school to their teachers.
True.
The teachers are like, "What is 3 + 3?" They're like, "It's 6. Your dog water. Get a new headset."
Well, you have to think too. Like then, if you get into what we talked or said as a kid, you have to think of region too. Everyone knows
Yeah,
the
for
mastic.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
very specific.
Yeah.
To here. I
But-
mean, I guess people say that now, but I heard you're in Mastic, New York, before I heard it fucking anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I think the moral of the story is that language is an ever-changing piece of unifying, speech, right? Like it's always something that's going to bring us together. It is what allows us to communicate to each other. Sometimes I think that gets lost in people's pissiness.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some examples here. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do Shakespeare or the Constitution? Because they're both
Neither.
fucking unreadable.
Let's go.
I hate them both.
We got to make it fun. We got to start with Shakespeare because it's in time order.
All right, Shakespeare. Here we go.
Shakespeare comes first.
So Shakespeare. Right now we're looking at a piece of Hamlet. It's Act 1, Scene 2.
Can we? Are we gonna
titled
perform
No
this?
Fear. Yeah, Kevin's gonna.
I would like to do some.
Kevin,
too.
do you want to do the original text or the modern text?
Let me do the original.
Okay, so Kevin, you go with the original text.
Am I playing a specific
Yeah,
character?
you're enter Claudius.
So I'm Claudius.
Yes.
These words next
see,
to
this is
No,
like-
Denmark?
that's just the scene. You're going down a box.
Oh, we're doing this part.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, so you'll do the same, Johnny.
Okay. Though yet of Hamlet
I need a better
No,
accent.
Yeah, you need
Okay.
to do that way better than that.
Though yet of Hamlet our dear brother's death, the memory be green. And that
You fucking leprechaun.
and that it is thus befitted to bear our hearts in grief and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one's brow of woe.
All right, take a break. Johnny,
right,
tell
yeah.
us what that means.
So I'm doing this side.
You're doing the
I do this one
translation.
in a different kind of voice.
Just do like a redneck or something.
All right, I'll do this one in a redneck. I'll do this one in like a southern drawl.
Claudius.
Although I still have fresh memories of my brother, the elder Hamlet's death, and though it was proper to mourn him throughout our kingdom, life still goes on. I think it's wise to mourn him while also thinking about my own well-being.
All right, pause.
That was the same thing.
The same exact thing, just
Yeah,
converted modern.
Us doing those accents definitely had nothing to do with why.
No, it
sounded
had
different.
nothing. But the moral of the story is I understood everything you said.
Did you? Because I didn't. While
I
was
did.
saying
Well,
it.
you're
Okay,
reading it.
yeah,
It's
okay.
totally different.
What did I say?
You said that you're mourning your brother's
Okay.
death, and everyone throughout the kingdom is going to be, and it's rightfully so.
Cool.
That's what you said. Now, what Kevin said, in theory, is the same thing, and I have no fucking idea what it was.
No.
None whatsoever. Holmes, did you understand Kevin's portion? You weren't reading.
The way I would say it is, yo, my brother just died, and I think everyone should be sad too.
Okay, so you're taking it even a step further into retardicism.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Or street talk.
You could say it
Right.
in like one
He's a-
sentence
he's
instead
a
of like two paragraphs.
Well, that's the funny part. If you look at both of the pieces of paper, the Shakespeare one is 2 pages long, and the other one is 1 page, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is fun. I'm having fun doing this.
All right, so let's move
All right,
on
Dingo.
to the U.S. Constitution.
Okay. You don't want to do the second part.
I don't at all.
Okay.
I think the point was proven.
Okay,
So,
so
the
let's do it.
Constitution is the reason it's relevant, and we didn't just stop at Shakespeare, is because people reference this fucking illegible horseshit every day, and they want us to live by these words that they can't understand.
And it's way
Okay.
newer than
So
Shakespeare
what are we doing?
too.
Way
Dingo,
newer.
Dingo,
So,
you want to
Dingo,
read
are
As
you reading the
written.
old timey?
Sure.
Okay, as, written.
section 1.
I'm a bad reader, but do I have to do an accent for
Not
this?
as good as-
Do an
Absolutely.
old American.
Old American.
Yeah.
Whatever you think that is.
All legislative powers
Is that what you
herein granted shall be vested.
I
in-
didn't know old American was just
Congress.
regular Kevin.
I'm just talking more stern.
I like it. Keep
Of the
going.
United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. Clause 1. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states. And the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite.
All right, Johnny, give us section 1 in the translation.
Okay. It's section 1. Okay. The Constitution gives Congress the power to make the laws for the United States. Congress
Is
will be
that
the
Jar Jar
legislative
Binks?
branch.
What is that?
I'm trying to do an Italian.
It sounds like Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
It's good. Keep
Here,
going.
okay, now I'll start over with how I think that the old the old Americans spoke. Okay.
Okay.
This Constitution
Yeah, that's good.
gives Congress
Wait.
the power to make laws for the United States.
The wooden teeth whistle while you're doing it.
That's hard to do. Yeah, that's
That's hard to do.
All right, try again.
Congress will be the legislative branch of the government. Congress will have 2 parts. a Senate and House of Representatives. That's all. Thank
Down
you.
to
Thank
this
you.
next part, the members of the House of Representatives will be elected every 2 years. That is very
No,
clear and concise.
I did understand that,
Right.
that part. I did.
And when Kevin wrote it, it was the same message wrapped in a riddle. I think it's time to move on from this fucking
they were really
shit.
poetry-y and
Oh, yeah.
bullshitty.
And if you think it's bad to just
flowery.
read it, imagine what it would have sounded like when they were saying
Yeah.
it. Because like their voices and their accents
Yeah.
were different
And their
too.
wooden teeth.
Yeah.
These guys' fucking heads were the size of goddamn, I don't know, giant. They wrote such flowery, feathery fucking bullshit.
You mean
It
they
sucks.
got black slaves to write such flowery?
I mean, transcribe. Maybe they had, of course, they had someone transcribe, but they would be sitting there in their fucking, their,
thinking of it.
colonial house, saying it out loud with a fucking pipe or something. You know what I mean? My thoughts are so provoking.
I think it's time for us to move on from this piece of shit document and maybe come up with something new. It's just like the national anthem and everyone's attachment to the national anthem. It's just not
who
a good
gives a
song.
fuck?
It's just
Songs
a bad
suck.
song.
Yeah.
Will Smith Miami should have been the national anthem
Yeah.
of this fucking country for many years. It's a perfect song that we all love and know,
Yeah.
and we all know the words to
And it
it
represents our culture to a
without
T.
At least
question.
born in the USA.
No, fuck that shit. That sounds just like
What
the
about
national
Born
anthem.
to Be? What about Born to Be Wild then?
All right, I could do Born to Be Wild. That's Steppenwolf, right?
Or what
That's
about
a good jam right there.
Creedence
Clearwater
Clearwater Revival.
Revival.
Morning rain,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good. That's better than the national anthem.
I could see a motorcyclist wearing my T-shirt.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
right.
blast that
Ripping
shit
down
on.
the
I have a playlist on for 4th of July, and it's that song on repeat.
The reason I brought up language today, the reason you read that stupid shit, is because I'm very curious as to why people are so outraged about having to call a certain person he or she or another person he or she. Why it offends them so much to change language that is ever changing. Language it changes all the time. There are certain words we just don't use anymore for the better of society and to make, as you can see, language more efficient. The fact that we're typing way less, the fact that we're saying way less makes us just more efficient as a species.
It does.
Yeah.
Why is that something to argue and be upset about? And I have theories. What do you guys think?
I personally think as long as it is moving in the direction of being helpful, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think... Kevin, what do you think before I
think
go nuts here?
it literally ties into the name of the type of person who would be or have trouble moving away from he and she. You know, conserving something from the past literally states itself.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it truly is.
I think you're right about
I don't think that's necessarily what the problem is, but I do agree. I think that the problem is when they say that there is no such thing as a he or a she anymore.
Who said that?
People say that.
People
all the
do
time.
say that.
I don't care.
There's no gender
or
at all.
that it doesn't matter.
I don't
at
need. Yeah,
least.
I don't need there to
Not-
be a gender. It
It's
doesn't
not
matter to me.
adding; it's subtracting.
I
Okay,
don't
Holmes,
care
I
about
have a question
gender.
for you.
Yeah.
Holmes, do you have pronouns?
Yes,
Okay.
thee, they, their.
I
But
personally
do you
don't.
really have pronouns?
I'm a boy.
But do you have pronouns?
Yeah.
What are your preferred pronouns? Do you have preferred pronouns?
Man, boy, him.
He.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He or she. He.
Yeah.
He,
And is
him?
it going to break the bank if someone calls you she?
No, I would just be like, I'm a boy.
But you would actually
You
like.
would correct them though.
You would
No,
correct
I
them?
wouldn't correct them.
I mean, with
So
that
it doesn't
fucking-
fucking
Call
matter
me
to
a
you.
girl. Like,
I might start doing it. Why the hell not?
I'd probably think it
It
was
so doesn't
think it was
fucking
funny.
matter to me, and I think I've got a
Me either.
theory on why it's so important to people.
Before you start, I just would like
Yeah.
to say it also doesn't matter to me, but in both directions. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Sure.
Either way, I'm okay with calling you whatever you want, and also I don't care what anybody says.
I'm
you
not
know what I'm saying?
okay with people saying like, "Oh, it's infringing on my right. No one's going to force me to speak." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's stupid.
The way you're speaking now is the result of people forcing people to not speak the way they did 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think the theory behind it is these guys are so they were already so afraid of gay people, and now this transgender thing throws a whole curveball at them. And what it really boils down to is they're afraid of having to say, "That's a pretty hot dude right there."
Yeah. For
Man,
sure.
that's a fucking hot dude.
That's a
you don't want to
hot-ass
have
guy.
to say that, and it makes you uncomfortable. And just admit it. Like you're just you just hate gay people. I get it.
Yeah, that I really do feel like it's some shit where like people I don't know, they're so uncomfortable with themselves and with the
that's
whole
exactly what it
world
is.
is like that. You're like, what are you doing that this is your stance? Like, you know, like you can't, like, I refuse to call him or her a her.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Who cares? Like, why do you have to go literally out of your way to like make that person upset?
Right. Who
That's
is
really
it?
all it comes
Who
down
Who is
to.
it really hurting for you to be like, oh, she? Oh, all right, my bad. She. You got it.
Their
Who is
pride.
it
Yeah,
really
exactly.
hurting
Who
themselves?
cares? And it's kind of
Like,
fun.
yeah.
It's a
Like, it's
selfish
kind of
thing.
fun.
It's like a guessing game
That's what
nowadays.
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I like to talk to people and be like, hey man, like, or you know, not, you don't say hey man, but like,
Wow,
be like,
dude, that's so
yeah,
insensitive.
say, hey, what's your pronoun? They're
Did
like,
you guys ever see that GameStop video that was going around for a while?
No.
It was like it was obviously a man that transitioned. Okay, let's just put it that way. And she's at GameStop, like trying to return games, and then like
Oh, yeah.
flips out
I
about how
do
much
know what
little
you're
money
talking
they're gonna
about.
give her, and the kid, it's this little kid working behind the counter is like, "I'm sorry, sir. Like, our mistake." Like,
Yeah, sure.
and
Yeah,
and to be fair, she clearly looked like a dude. Okay,
Sure.
He calls her a him on mistake, and she fucking flips the fuck out and starts like
Beautiful.
trashing the store. Like,
I love that.
It's hard to differentiate sometimes.
Right, but those
like,
things are going to happen. And
Yeah, but
In
she shouldn't be mad
anything.
at him for saying the wrong
Yeah,
thing.
no, she
like,
can be mad at him. Who the fuck cares?
You can, but honestly, in society, like, act like a fucking adult
Exactly.
in any situation.
Yeah, of course.
no,
I've
you're
been
right.
called,
It's
bro.
childish.
I fucking get called, like, you know, in New York, you get called worse shit walking down the
street.
fucking road.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think people need to have thicker skin in certain situations.
Totally agree.
Especially in a moment of high pressure and someone makes a mistake or says the wrong thing and their intentions are not to hurt you. And that goes for anybody.
But
I've been mistaken for a girl before.
Me
When I had
too.
longer hair when I was a kid,
Sure.
I used to bus tables at a restaurant in our town, and little kids didn't know if I was a girl or a boy.
that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Who gives a fuck?
I just want to see Jordan Peterson on the street and just beat the shit out of him. Because if I have to hear this fucking moron,
Tiniest baby dick,
just
man.
a tiny
That fucking
fucking dick,
sucks.
tiny dick, and you so want to fuck a trans dude that it's clouding your judgment on
I
how
don't
you
want to
speak
fuck a
of it.
dude.
Right,
A
exactly.
dude wants to fuck me.
I can't
actually,
even
and
understand
if I
half the
can
things
actually
he
just
says.
say
Well,
something,
Canadian people
excuse
are the
me,
worst
thank you.
people in the world.
Yeah.
So
well, it is a lot different in Canada.
yeah, well, they're just bad people. So, but this guy's saying like it's like emasculating men to force them to talk a certain way. Good, thank God.
That's so fucking. If what emasculates you is like talking like that, you have such bigger problem.
Oh my
you know what
God,
I mean?
yes.
Like you personally have such a problem with your level of masculinity and femininity that you're like, I excuse me, I don't want to say that word right now because it affects my masculinity. Thank you. Then you're a fucking idiot.
him
shouldn't care
saying
that much.
saying that a woman is a person that can have a baby, like that's a woman is a word that somebody made the fuck up.
Right.
The
Yeah,
it's a
definition of
sound
it
with
is
your
right.
mouth.
It is a word that is made up in a language full of words that are made up. So
And the
woman,
words continually change.
every fucking
All the
day.
time.
Every fucking day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the moral of this before we move on is Jordan Peterson, you better watch the fuck
Yeah,
out.
he fucking sucks, man.
Fucking idiot.
I just I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
You
I
should've-
realized I was doing like a Ben Shapiro impression.
He's another.
Fuck
he's,
that guy too.
He's probably a worse fucking idiot.
He's at least
but-
funny though.
Yeah, he's funny
No,
in
I
the
don't
sense
like
that
that
he's
fucking
terribly
idiot, too.
racist
He
and awful
sucks.
person.
Fuck
There's
that guy.
nothing
That's
funnier
what's
than
funny
that.
about it.
But no, both of them
He
would
sucks.
be on the hit list. There's no question. And I have an active hit list, so you've both made it. All right, Holmes. I think we're ready to move on here.
Perfect timing, Frank.
What do we
Yeah.
got?
Okay, so I think we were gonna play a little game today.
Yeah, we're gonna get
fun.
into a little
Yeah.
All right, so-
sexual advance game.
All right, so the staging of this game is that Frank is going to pretend that he's a woman, and me, Dingo, and Vega.
You better call me she.
Oh shit! I might forget. You don't get mad at me.
Okay.
Okay, so
He's got every.
this is
she's
confusing.
got
This is
every right.
confusing me, to be honest.
She's got every right to be mad at you, Holmes.
I thought of this and I'm already confused. Me, Dingo, and Vega are gonna come up with our best pickup line.
You're
try
gonna
to
make
fuck
sexual advances toward
And
me,
your
and I'm
name
gonna
is-
have to shut you down.
Your name is Frankina.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
with
All right,
that.
Frank.
that what you
I'm
like?
not even going to
No, I
ask your
don't.
name. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
irrelevant. All right, who's up
Nice.
first?
I already want to fuck Kevin for saying that.
Who's up
He
first
doesn't give
here?
a fuck about your name.
I don't care. I'll go first.
All right.
First of all, take off the hat. I don't like girls who
Okay.
wear hats.
Kevin
Okay.
is fucking already getting fucking everybody wet.
All right. So, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
This is a Shasta Light.
Oh, okay. I like your hair. Is that a perm or
It's a curly weave.
it's a curly weave? Nice.
Yeah.
I have one of those as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Would you like to come see it?
Desperately.
That's it. I just got
All right,
home.
that was
I mean,
pretty
you got
solid.
home.
That was
pretty
pretty
good.
solid. Okay, yeah.
Can I
sure.
go?
Johnny's up.
Okay, so if it was me, I was just gonna say, we're in a bar situation, right? You know.
You can
Sure.
be anywhere you want. You,
Well,
you
I'm not-
stage it.
I'm saying we're in a bar
Oh, you're saying,
situation,
okay.
a fancy bar situation, right?
Like
Nice.
painters or
Can I put
something.
my hat back on?
You can if you.
All right,
makes you
keep
feel
going.
more
Do you like
more
girls with hats
comfortable.
on though?
Well, you went for more of a negging approach, and I loved it.
Did I?
Yeah.
You didn't even realize?
No.
You told her what to do, like she was yours.
Yeah, that's how it
Okay.
should
Alright?
be.
He's just so fucking masculine that he's I don't like
He's
I, don't,
so-
I don't like bitches with stupid hats.
He's so
Take it
masculine,
off.
he doesn't use pronouns.
Wait till you hear mine.
All right, Johnny.
How are you doing tonight, girl?
pretty. I was better.
Okay. You smell nice.
Yeah, it's it's Jacquard Noir.
I love when girls wear that really that gets me going.
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
are you from around here? Are you from somewhere else?
I'm from Simi Valley, in California.
You look European. Are you European at all? You from Europe?
My parents are actually from Spain.
Oh wow. Do you have any Irish in you?
No, I do not.
Would you like some?
Yes, I would desperately.
Thank you.
I like that one.
Thank you.
It took a long time to get
There
there.
was a lot of moaning. And
And Holmes loves a good moan.
yeah.
All right, John.
The
Bring it
listeners
on.
are gonna love that one.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right. What's up, baby girl?
Chilling, baby girl.
You like pearls?
I don't mind them.
Let me take a look inside that clam.
I thought he was gonna go with the pearl necklace approach.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
did I. But
The
he's-
twist.
See, I get right to the point, baby.
What was
Still doing.
what was the thing we were having the conversation about yesterday about the baby girl?
Wait, are we done with the pickup lines?
Yeah, we were just doing one round.
But hold
Well,
on.
you
Wait
wanna
a
go-
minute.
I was gonna keep freestyling.
I have one more. And
We had
okay, answer his question.
We
Sorry,
had a
sorry.
discussion yesterday about the term baby girl and the way he uses it and the age of women he uses baby girl
Okay.
on.
It's not necessarily for babies. It's all how you would perceive
But
it.
the rumor was you had just finished checking out girls at a high school soccer game.
No, that wasn't it. Justin made the whole situation up.
So that's never
I
happened.
call all my girls baby girls.
All of them.
All of them. Unless they're an actual baby.
But I've also heard you use the term little baby clit.
No.
You've never said that. You've never said that.
It's just it's a woman's. It's a grown woman's that has a very small clitoris.
And what would you call it?
A little baby clit. I also say that a little baby dick. It's not a baby's dick.
Okay, it's just
It sounds
Like
like
if
it's
you
a
were-
baby's
No,
dick.
it's a hot guy's little dick.
like if you were talking about my penis, you would say like a little baby dick.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I think language is ever evolving, as we've heard.
Exactly. All right. Should we read a couple emails?
Yeah, you know
before
what?
we-
We've got some emails.
Right.
After our last email segment, we keep asking, and I want you guys to keep writing. We'll keep reading.
All right.
Send
We're
us emails. It makes the show better.
to what address?
Poor timing podcast at gmail.com.
Wait,
Thank
can you guys do it again with different harmonies? Because you're just doing it.
Yeah, I'll do the high, you do the low. Okay, you ready? All right. Email us at
poortimingpodcast@gmail.com.
I forgot which harmony I was doing.
Me too.
So did he.
We worked it out, bro. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
knew.
Yeah, that's
All
gonna
right.
be our new intro.
Wait, do we want to give him the Instagram too? Did we say that one yet?
Okay, let's do it.
You're
All
gonna
right,
want
but
to-
high, low.
Okay,
Three,
you're gonna want to follow us at
Poor timing podcast at Instagram.com.
All right. It's at Poor Timing Podcast on Instagram. Thanks.
All right, give us an email, Holmes.
All right, so we're at 55 minutes, so we'll do like 2.
Yeah, let's get them emails.
Yeah.
We're not gonna push
And
this
if you
too
want,
hard.
we'll do another pickup line to close it
Okay.
for fun.
So this one is from a woman, a baby girl, named Alicia D.
That's not what it says down there.
What are you talking about?
It says love Allison Hannigan.
Yeah, but obviously it came from
okay, up
Alicia.
there. But Allison
but I'm
Hannigan
pretty
is your
sure
dream
she-
girl.
Oh, who's? Oh, yeah, I do like her.
Sorry,
Especially
I
in
do
Buffy.
like her.
in Buffy, she's 13.
Maybe.
Dude, that's a little baby.
Little baby girl.
No, that's just a baby. Okay. Hey guys, the question I have for all of you is, what is the dumbest way you've ever injured yourself?
Wow.
It's a good question.
I like that.
That was from Alicia?
Yeah.
It's a very good question.
Another
No,
good
I
one.
thought it was
From Allison Hannigan? I didn't know Allison Hannigan watched the
big-time
show.
listener and
Yeah.
watcher. Yeah, she cares about
She's on that magic show now.
Oh,
he
yes,
knows.
she is.
Penn and Teller, Fool
one of my
Us.
favorite comedians of all time. Check it out.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with Holmes, because I'm pretty sure he's got a dumb way.
Definitely.
You've been hit by many cars.
So but that wasn't me injuring myself. No, that was someone injuring me.
Got it.
Twice I've been hit by a car and unscathed both times.
Unbelievable.
I'm starting to think I have superpowers, but
Especially your karma with hitting people with cars.
yeah, exactly.
Karma.
I guess like the dumbest thing I ever did was I was really drunk in Montauk.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Dingo was there.
Yeah.
And there was like this little, we were fucking wasted, and we were
little
walking
baby
back to
girl.
the car. It was really late at night, and there was this the littlest, tiniest picket fence,
1.5 foot fence.
like a,
It was
like
so
2 feet
cute.
off the ground, like so small. And it just, I'm like, knowing me, I'm just like, I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking tackle this little fence. So I run at this thing full speed, thinking it's just gonna freaking come right down, and it was cemented into the ground and like made of like fucking titanium or
Iron.
something. It gouged my back bad, and I was fucked up for like a month.
You probably still have the scar.
I do have the scar.
Oh my god.
Put a picture of the scar on this fucking
Okay.
show.
Jesus
Kevin?
Christ, John.
Okay,
Jesus.
mouth injuries are always my downfall, dude.
How'd you fuck up your mouth?
I got this blow dart gun for my like 12th birthday or something.
Is this a real story?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Blow dart gun.
but it had like Nerf darts instead of
okay.
real darts.
Yeah.
One side was a plunger that went over your lips. The other side was a straight pipe. Why am I going to turn around and put the straight pipe into my mouth? I don't know why. But I turned it around and I went to go blow it at my cousin. He simultaneously passed me a basketball, and I turned and the basketball hit the blow
Oh
dart.
my God.
And then
Oh,
sucked its
fucking
dick.
fuck.
I sucked the tube's dick, but the tube went up into the roof of my mouth
Oh
and
my
slit a hole
God.
through the whole fucking
That
thing.
sucks,
I was
dude.
spitting blood for hours.
Oh my god.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's Johnny. What do you got?
Jesus Christ. I mean, one good one. I've injured myself way worse than this for sure, but I got a pretty dumb fucking one. It involves. I'll give you one guess who this story involves.
Swanson.
Yeah. So he had called me, and he, we were still pretty young at this point, and he was like, we were retarded little kids, and he must have. So I'll just say he calls me, and he's like, "Yo, the coolest, most amazing thing happened to me just now. It's the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. I was sitting in my room, and we're violent little kids. He's like, I stabbed an axe can with a pen, and it went flying around my room, and it was amazing.
That's a
flew
lie.
everywhere, and just and it bounced off very. He was like amping it up like it was the coolest thing ever. He's like, yo, I got another axe can, and my mom's not home. He's like, you have to come over and stab this thing. He's like, we'll do it in the backyard. I'm pretty sure I rode my fucking bicycle down William Floyd Parkway to my cousin Swanee's house, and we immediately get to work, and I thought, the way he said it, I thought I was about to see the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, right? So I have the pen. I'm so ready to do this. We set it up on the back deck, and I go up to this thing, and I stab it. and it doesn't go anywhere, and it immediately just sprays toxic fucking shit into my eyes. I'm like, ah! And I'm like, it was horrible, and it was. Since he hit it and since I hit it, made such a big puncture, so much of this shit came out and squirted into my eyes so fast.
You didn't wear glasses before that, right?
You wore them after, definitely.
I think it's funny enough. I think I did wear glasses, but it like hit me like somehow just like perfectly. It magically happened so that I was. Completely temporarily blind. Like I could not open my. I was horrified.
Shout out to the dog.
I was horrified. It's fucking all
It was
his
a
fault.
prank. Yeah.
What?
It was
a
a
prank, right?
Yeah.
He knew he was gonna blind me.
Was your vision worse after that?
I don't
For a
know.
day.
Honestly, I don't know. It was I was fucked. But he was like. He was like, he didn't know what to do. He froze, and I was like, dude, fucking get me something. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna go get you a towel. And I'm like, no, get me the fucking hose. Like,
Give me another axe can.
Yeah, he brought me an actual can of mace after that.
I have never hurt myself badly. I've only ever had ankle injuries that were very bad, but they weren't done stupid. I guess the stupidest thing I ever did was play fucking rugby for Chad Hirth and Richter. Pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But because I don't have a good story and I'm sitting next to Johnny, my brother injured himself very badly by skitching his skateboard on a car he was driving, and Johnny, I'm pretty sure he accelerated to like 30 miles an hour.
No, so this is a whole thing, all right? So first of all, I love your brother, and you know what I mean? Like, we were always best friends, and we were friends then, and actually, you know who was in the passenger seat? Swanson.
Go faster, go faster.
No, actually, so we did this for a little while, like, and I was driving, and I was so scared of something happening.
I know, you were terrified.
That I was driving like 2. You know what I'm saying? I was going 2, and then Jammer would come up to the car and be like, go fucking faster. Like, he was yelling at me, go faster, go faster, go faster the whole time. And like, I'm scared to go faster because, like, I don't want him to go too fast, get the wobbles, and
that's
die.
Exactly what
so
happened.
He's behind me, and I don't remember if he hit the car or if he yelled up like, go faster, whatever. But like, I like accelerated, and I obviously didn't mean to accelerate that fast. But like this is the reason why I didn't want to do it.
The CRV had a lot of peps.
I remember he wasn't mad at you though, and he gets mad at everybody.
No, he really wasn't mad because it was his idea,
yeah,
and it was like my retarded, shitty driving that definitely like in that moment caused him to fucking. I'm looking at my rearview mirror, and all I see is Jammer disappear. Like, and he runs up to the window of the car, and just blood starts leaking into the CRV out of his face.
My dad never got mad at us as kids, but my brother made the mistake of actually telling my father the truth about why he was bleeding.
Yeah,
and we were like pretty grown up at this point. We were like, what? You were driving.
Yeah,
so.
I was driving. I must have been 18 or 19.
So Jammer comes in, he's like, well, I was skateboarding off the back of somebody's car. My dad was like, well, thank God you fucked yourself up then, you idiot.
Yeah. I still feel bad about that to this day, but it definitely was not my idea for Jammer to skitch. And I really did. The one thing I didn't want to do was hurt him.
All right, Holmes, give us another email.
What time is it?
We could save them.
Hour 3 minutes.
Give me one more, and then we'll call it.
All the rest of them are multiple questions.
We'll pick your favorite question.
Okay, we'll make it quick. We'll give the answer.
All right, last one.
Okay, this is from Joe Flynn. Would you rather drink a cup of piss of your worst enemy while your worst enemy watches, or eat a bowl of your own poop while your ex-lover watches?
Jesus,
I'm drinking piss every time.
Yeah,
every time.
I don't
Piss
care.
drinking.
I don't care about the situation in that one. I'm not.
So we're all gonna drink the piss.
We're gonna drink the piss.
Would you rather pee dry sand for the rest of your life, or shit a brick once a year on your birthday?
Oh my!
Oh man!
I'm gonna shit the brick.
I'm shitting bricks.
Dude,
Shit the bricks.
Shit in the bricks.
You could loosen up your asshole with a training kit.
Yeah,
for your birthday.
Brick? What size brick?
I guess a masonry.
Do I have to get surgery every year?
Even if you do, you'd have to get surgery every day if you're pissing out sand. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's gonna rip that
See,
urethra
in my
right out.
mind, if my body has adapted to pissing sand and it's used to it, and my urethra has built calloused,
Yeah.
then I'm taking the sand.
Okay, so shit
right.
brick and everyone.
We're
and
pretty
sand
much
for
I'm gonna
Johnny.
ship
yeah,
brick.
we're consensus so
Okay,
far.
so the
Yeah,
third
if
one.
I have to get my mangled anal opening surgery every year, I
I'm
might
training.
just kill
Some
myself.
guys might like that. The third one is watch your parents have sex once a day for the rest of your life, or join in once to stop it.
That's terrible.
This
God.
I'll watch.
before we answer, no, don't answer that.
I'll watch. I'm not gonna join. I'm definitely not gonna join.
I'd like to end the show here because this is as poor a timing as you could
No, you
possibly
have to
get.
answer this
All right,
one.
if I have to answer it, I'm. You guys go first. I gotta really think.
Okay, I
mean,
got it. I'm definitely going with watching my parents fuck because the only thing I ever saw in my life was my parents yell and scream and hate each other. So at least
it'd be
I'll get to
therapeutic.
see some
Yeah.
love for once.
Yeah.
So, I gotta watch them fuck every day, but at least I love each other.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
good.
my family will finally be
Yeah,
together,
that's
man.
good.
I would have to say watch unless the joining in is like a well placed hand on the back for support or
Does it
something.
rub your dad's
Yeah.
back?
I guess I'm spectating, and I'm not gonna clarify on what Joe. That was from Joe Flynn.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. That was pretty
Joe,
funny.
you're a piece of shit.